Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone that rule well, and peace and salutations to the elect of Israel. To you I say Shalom. Lord willing, this lesson is edifying to the flock of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai. This is the book of Malachi, chapter 4, starting at verse 5. Behold, I will send you Elijah the prophet before the coming of the great and dreadful day of the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. And he shall turn the heart of the fathers to the children, and the heart of the children to their fathers, lest I come and smite the earth with a curse. All right. Through the Spirit, the elders and apostles of Great Millstone believe, through the Spirit, we believe it too, that this day already happened, and this day was fulfilled and prophesied through the man known as Abba Bivens, man. So, and this was in the late 60s, like 1969, I believe. I could be wrong. So the great and dreadful day of the Lord is on his way, because he sent the spirit of Elijah and the prophet into the Abba Bivens, to help fulfill prophecy and to bring out the truth and to help spread the truth, man. All right, now why am I bringing this out through the Spirit? Because I came across this post on social media, and the dude is showing a bunch of graphs, and he's like, yo, what happened in 1970, what basically changed the world? It's basically the word of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, right? Let me go to this post real quick, and then I'm going to get a couple more precepts, Lord willing. This is going to be a short, quick hitter through the Spirit. So turn the volume up.
What happened in 1970? At some point, we need to have a discussion to find out what happened in 1970. I'm about to show you a lot of graphs, so bear with me. We'll start with the mass incarceration era and historical context. Everything's going well. 1970, boom. Here we are looking at U.S. national debt. Everything's going, decent. 1970, boom. Here we are looking at the Consumer Price Index, or as I like to call it, the CPI. This graph starts in 1775, Revolutionary War, pre-Revolutionary War. All right? Then we get to 1970, whoop, all the way, up and to the right, unlike my stocks. Here we are looking at growth in productivity and hourly compensation since 1948. All right, source, Economic Policy Institute. That's ran by a bunch of people smarter than you and I. 1970, going this way to the right, and productivity still going up. Where's my wages? Number of lawyers in population per lawyer in 1970, up.
I'm not going to play this whole thing. You see the name of the page, and you can watch the rest for yourself if you want. I believe I was almost to the end of the video anyway, but nonetheless, you see the point about how everything started basically going to shit in 1970. Right? But in 1970 was a lot of things happening at once, man. Because I believe 1971 was the year so-called President Nixon took the US dollar off the gold standard. You had 1969, the year Abba Bivens, man. You had I believe the WEH, the World Economic, or the WEF, Salakia, World Economic Forum, was created in 1971. Actually, let me fact check that real quick. I'm gonna put WEF inception. Yep, 1971. The vision for the socially responsible stakeholder capitalism became the guiding principle of the World Economic Forum. Professor Schwab, Carl Schwab, an engineer and economist, founded the forum in 1971. All right, so, agendas being pushed, the collapse of the dollar, and the truth coming out. And this is why you're starting to see the downfall of Babylon, even really before that. But, you're starting to see the effects of the downfall of Babylon during or the beginning of 1970, man. And then you got, let me get a couple more scriptures. I'm going to close out, Lord willing. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 23. Jeremiah 23 and 29. Is not my word like as a fire, saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, and like a hammer that breaketh the rock in pieces. Right? So you had the word of the Lord going out through the four corners of the earth, but especially in Babylon and America, you had the word of the Lord going out, and you starting to see the collapse of America, man. All right? The collapse of America isn't something that's just started happening, you know, starting 2020. Nah, this place been circling the drain, as the Elder Apostle Gabar likes to say, man. This place been circling. It's been on a downward spiral, man. All right, but shit just magnified now because of social media and how quickly news travels. But the downside of that too is news travel quickly, so you hear a new story every day, so you forget the old story that just happened, man. You hear one day a school shooting, and the next day you hear something, and you completely forget about that school shooting, man. Because that's how this world operates now. It's a microwave society, man. Everything's done in a hot flash, couple of seconds. All right? But you used the Wadi Al-Bashim Al-Shai for the word, man. And for the understanding of the word. Because the men of the Lord aren't falling with this place, man. All right? The men of the Lord have a way out. We have an option for salvation. Or, not a chance, but a path for salvation. Lord willing, part of that number, man. All right? And this is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. Second Thessalonians 2:8, and then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth. All right, that's the word, man. The words of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is basically tearing this place apart, man, brick by brick. But the nail in the coffin is going to be the thermonuclear missiles that the Lord unleashes upon this place, which is going to be sent by various nations. Even nations that America think is allies are going to shoot nuclear missiles at this place, man. And it says that in Obadiah, man. Even those that were at peace with thee, man. 2 Thessalonians 2:8. And then shall that wicked be revealed, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth. Right? And Malachi chapter 1 and 4 goes into the wicked being Esau, Edom. And shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power and lying and signs and lying wonders. Right? That's how this man gets down. His deception, his sorcery, his technology, all these things to deceive, man. You know, as far advanced as Esau may think he seems, man, he's so-called light years behind the technology of the heavens, man. There are things Yahweh, the things that chariots could do that Esau couldn't replicate on TV, man. The way they move, you know, the way they move, how they operate, Esau could have replicated even on TV, man. The design of them, man. All right? So, you know, Esau Edom is a base man. The basis of men. So it's nothing for the Lord to destroy this place, man. And actually, the Lord's going to destroy this place in an hour, man. You know, this is, quote-unquote, the greatest kingdom ever, man. Right? As far as wickedness, as far as strength, as far as influence, as far as might. This is the greatest kingdom ever. But the Lord's going to destroy this place in 1 hour to show you how great the kingdom of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is going to be, man. The kingdom of Yahweh Shai is going to be the greatest kingdom ever that has no peak. So it's always going to get constantly better. We're not going to be 10,000 years old in the kingdom of heaven and we'll be like, man, remember the good old days? We're never going to say that, man, because it's always going to get better. But I'm going to wrap it up with that. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Again, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakodash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles, a great millstone that rule well. And peace and salutations to the elect of Israel. Until next time, I'm going to say shalom and abad babal.